But come on then, Ryder.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's. I thought we'll start the podcast here then.
Huh?
So I'm already halfway through my walk. So
Halfway through mine. What's this time? 10:30, yeah.
I'll turn, yeah, pretty much dead on, halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the second. Actually, it's the first episode that you're on.
Yeah.
This I've been talking about doing this for a while, haven't I? So
Yeah.
I think now this is just almost like a test run to see if it works properly. But I listened back to our one that just went wrong.
Yeah.
And can hear you properly. If anything, I can hear you better than you can hear me, and I'm wearing headphones.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah.
So
Hello.
Alfie,
Yeah. I haven't got a head.
keep going.
But it's going good. Hello.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah. So the idea for anyone listening, this is going to be weird because I'm talking to you. I'm also talking to other people now.
No, I just did as well.
No, I mean I'm talking to like anyone that's listening. So it's like we've got loads of people with potentially having to talk to you, which is just good. Alfie.
I know.
So yeah.
And I've got an Alfie.
Oh yeah. We call the Alfie I'm walking Spoufy because he's a spaniel, because we wanted to make sure we know who we're talking about, Spoufy and Alfie. Alexis famously named him that. Come on, you guys. Rylo is not enjoying the rain right now because we just come out into the open.
I bet.
It's the open bit, yeah.
Oh, bless her. Really nice.
Yeah.
Nero's off. Oh, he's found a little spot. It's a bar spot.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he running around like crazy?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyone that's listening, this podcast, what we're doing is I'm on my walk in Bracknell because we've expanded to Bracknell, and Amanda is in Woodley on her walks. And Amanda and Alexis, they cover Woodley, and I came up with the plan to do these podcasts where. Actually, I came up with this idea today where I'm on my walk and Amanda's on her walk, and we can record a podcast together whilst on both our walks. I thought that'd be quite an interesting concept. So, and it's a pretty miserable day though. Can you still hear me, Amanda? Yeah?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right, we're good. Sometimes it sounds like you're not there, but
No.
I'm just talking to myself.
I'm literally watching the steps because I wound up on my butt again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you keep doing that, don't you?
Yes.
You keep falling over. Have you got any grip on your shoes or something?
Do you know what? I actually have no grip on my shoes. I thought there was, but they're actually completely flat. I'll have to check.
I've got my Timberlands on, which still have quite a lot of grip actually.
Oh, you're fine.
And
you won't be on the floor.
No, but sometimes I wear my trainers and they have zero grip on them. They're like sort of gym trainers.
Yeah.
Had them for so long, and if I wear them out now, I would be on my arse all the time. Whereas the thing with these are heavy. It's like I've got weights on my feet.
Yeah.
So it helps me to keep up with Ryla actually, because she's super slow.
Ooh.
Whereas if I wear my trainers, it's like I'm running.
Remember that time we was in the woods? We had to get across the ditch with the dogs, and literally you was almost hit the deck.
Oh yeah, that was a close one. Kept my balance on that one.
Pardon?
I kept my balance on that one.
You did.
Doesn't happen every time, right?
You're right.
But yeah, so Amanda you've been working full time for me now for I don't know. It's not like a crazy amount of time. We've been working together for a while, haven't we? Because we worked in the kennels. That's a good topic actually to talk about.
Yeah.
So we worked in the dog kennels together for a while. I was full time there, but you were sort of part time.
Yeah.
Alfie. Let's go over to these badger holes. Alfie, come. He's off on a little bit of a walk today. He's pretty good he's pretty good on his own. He always comes back.
She likes to try and see what's down them, and I'm chasing.
Yeah, there's loads here. I'll have to show you at one time. There's loads of big ass badger holes. Some lady walking her dog showed me them yesterday. Actually, she was like, "Oh, do you want to come see these badger holes?"
Oh.
I was like, "Yeah, go on then."
Maybe the ones that I've seen are like foxholes. Then they're like big but not huge. And
maybe.
Literally just went on the trail, and I was like, "No, don't you dare go down there."
Have you seen 8-legged freaks? The movie.
Please do not remind me of that film.
They're like them. It's like these trapdoor spiders are about to come out.
Oh no,
They're
that's
huge.
awful. That's, you know what? I watched that film, and then I went to bed, and I actually had some pet rats, and they were really cool. And somehow they actually got out of their cage, and I got really upset because I thought I'd lost my pet rat.
What?
Yeah, I thought I lost them, and I was really upset. So I went to bed because I could not find them absolutely anywhere because they was in my bedroom. This is when I was young, by the way, like a lot younger. And I watched.
No, this was last month, wasn't it?
Well, I watched Eight-Legged Freaks, and I finished. So yeah, went to bed because I couldn't find my pet rats. I was really upset, and then my pillow started moving. And I literally bed, ran downstairs crying. I was like, "There's something in my pillow," and it was actually my baby rats.
It's a ginormous tarantula.
Honestly, they are my absolute arachnophobia. I can't cope with them. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I love them, and I would hold them, but I also I love the feeling of being. It sounds stupid, but I love the feeling of being scared of them. If that makes sense, like you appreciate them in a way.
You are crazy. I couldn't. I think I would like just collapse, legs in the air, gone.
Legs in the air. You sound like what happens to a spider when they die or something. Their legs are in the air, aren't they?
I have no idea.
I
can't even look at them.
Oh, I'm one of those people that I can't kill a spider. I just can't.
No,
I have to let them free.
Like, I see a big one in my house. I get my 10-year-old daughter to literally get the spider in a cup with a bit of paper and then put him outside on the green. Like, if anybody's...
you have to do it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, the dogs are drenched, aren't you? I'm sorry, guys. Actually, no, you would love it. They love being soaked. It's us that doesn't like it.
No, Alfie's fine as hard as he can, and he's literally just pelting through them, having the time.
He runs through them, doesn't he? Like it's like he's a slip and slide, whatever you call it, at those theme parks.
Oh, what the live?
He just runs through them to actually purposely to make like a tidal wave to splash him. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we worked in the dog kennels together. And so I was working there full time. And Amanda, you would be there. Was it in the summers you'd come, or was it just sort of whenever, like Mr. I won't say his name, but the owner wanted you to work? Yeah,
when I was first there, I was there like 3 or 4 times a week. That was probably a few years before you. But then I had stopped. Obviously, I had my second child, so I didn't go there like a whole year. And then when I did come back there, you were working there. So yeah, it was like just summertime. I was coming back out,
guys,
and that's when I met you at the kennels. Probably like 3 days a week, or just under, something like that.
Yeah, and then when you got to I can see another dog over there. When you got to the summer, it used to get super crazy, didn't it? Yeah, eventful, and
sometimes we'd have like, I don't know, about 40 dogs, if not more.
Yeah, because there was 80 kennels, I think.
Yeah,
80 kennels. Yeah, but that's where I learned a lot of my experience working with dogs was at like kennels and then in pet shops as well. So I think it's I mentioned it when I did a podcast yesterday. I was chatting to myself.
Yeah.
I mentioned that I made a joke about nabbing you from the kennels. I've nabbed their employee. Put my head down.
I mean, it was good there, but it was rough. I mean, it was rough. A lot of my experience, like I obviously had pet dogs beforehand, but it wasn't until I actually worked in the kennels I actually started to learn so much more about like dogs and the do's and the don'ts and the no-goes and the I can't think of that word, body language on a dog.
Oh yeah, definitely. The little things that like
you wouldn't think.
It's the wisdom, I guess. I think the best way to put it that you get with like experience. You know, people think they can Alfie this way.
Definitely. I remember when I first started there, I had an interview and I had like all my nails, hair and everything done, and the lady that was interviewing me, the first thing she said to me was like, "Now, are you sure you want to take this job? Because I see you have your nails done, blah blah blah. Like, this is going to be hard graft." I was kind of thinking, well, how hard can it be? Anyway, once I got stuck into it, because it was something I really wanted to do, I was just like, got stuck into it, ditched the nails, I was off, and it was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, you soon
And she said,
kind of
"Oh,
adapted
you
to
really
it.
surprised me. I didn't think you would last." But yeah, it was good. Definitely good.
But it's like that thing. I remember when I went for the interview there.
Yeah.
And I went in a pair of ripped jeans, a lumber jacket
Yeah.
thing. Well, it wasn't a jacket, but it was that typical like lumber jacket kind of looking flannel thing. And like my mum was like, "Oh, Dan, you sure you don't want to go in a suit?" And I was like, "Mum, I'm going to a kennels with dogs. Like I already dressed up smart enough." And I still felt out of place when I got there. But Mum was like, "No, Dan, this is stupid. Like you should be wearing a suit to an interview." And I went, "No, that's like now I would never. Like, you'd never see me in a
No.
suit. I would go in a pair of trackies to something. Like even, do you know what I mean?"
Yeah,
Alfie?
when I got there, I did feel a bit out of place, but my sister kept saying, well, just make sure you look smart, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
it was just really welcoming though, but I did feel out of place. But it's right.
It's like when you came for an interview with me, I was not impressed because you didn't turn up in a suit or anything. But no, I'm joking. There was no interviews with me. What did Alexis do? No, I think Alexis just came as she is now, as we should have done. She's probably learnt from doing past interviews with people. Oh, it is miserable today. Right, I'm going down this hill now, or this slope.
You go steady.
And we're crossing like this little bridge with water.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm all good.
Oh,
I'm all good. There you go. The dogs are very active today. I don't know, like my two.
Yeah.
They're just running ahead.
Yeah, my two.
They're loving it.
Like 1 minute they're chasing each other, the next they're trotting together, then they're sniffing everything you could possibly imagine. And
Yes,
they're having a blast. I think every single time it rains, they're literally in their element.
Oh, they love it.
Even though obviously the other days are good as well, but especially when it rains, it's like, oh, freedom.
I think some owners don't like it when the dogs go out in the rain, as if they won't like it.
Yeah.
But and it's also, I think, because they don't want the dogs to come home wet or anything. But I think the dogs, like, I don't like my dogs going out when it's raining because I've got to clean them off. But they love it. You can tell they love it.
My dogs, they do not like go, especially Darcy, the female. She does not like the rain at all. She's a little bugger. But Elvis, he's I don't know. He's like, oh, well, if I've got to go out, I've got to go out. And then
Elvis the pug.
yeah, fat Elvis, and then he just come back to bed and he's like, I'm not going out again. Bless him.
Yeah, some dogs are just like, oh, screw it. Like Ryla, I'm walking now. She's a Maremma sheepdog.
Yeah.
Alfie, come on. Alfie on the walkabouts. Yeah, she's not too impressed with the rain, and she's got a really thick coat. She couldn't even feel the rain because it's so thick. But she's it's more when it's on her face. I think she doesn't like it. But go on, Lucky. Yeah, so we used to work together in the kennels, and now we're working here. I mean, what do you how we? What's that?
I was trying to tell you something about Elvis, and you're like, so we're working in kennels.
Oh, I didn't hear that come through.
Oh, did I?
Oh God, no, it wasn't coming through on my end.
Oh.
What were you saying?
And
I'll let you go.
First time Elvis come face to face with snow, he literally ran out there really excited and literally, and he was like, no, not today.
Oh, wait 2 seconds. Right, guys, come on.
Come here.
That's it. Just wait for we'll both wait for Alfie's. Oh, I'd love to see Elvis in the snow. I wonder if we'll get any snow
this year,
beginning of 2021, because we had a really hot summer, and I'm just wondering if we're going to have a really cold winter.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know, do you? Sometimes it can.
Come here. Yeah, that would be.
No, lucky. Come on, this way. That's it. Yeah, but no, what I was saying was
Alfie.
is he still running off?
No, he's stood there, and the other doggies aren't coming past. Bless him. Alf, come.
Oh right.
Good boy. Good boy. Here he comes. Hello, mate. Good boy.
Good boy, Alfie. Right, all good. Let me know when you're good.
It's okay. Hero.
We'll keep this. We'll keep this in the podcast. It's real.
It's all right. He's a bit like, oh, what is that? Come here. Hello, mate. Oh, bless. Come on then, Nero. Are they? Oh, was she a bit strange? Oh, dear. Wow. Yeah.
I just get to you that people dog known for dog.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Move. Oh, yeah. True. Thank you, and you. Come on, Nero. Good boy.
Oh, that rain.
Oh,
So guys, this
yeah,
way.
I didn't know.
That real life stuff. That's. I think that's cool. I think that's good to have that in podcasts.
Oh.
Uncut.
Definitely uncut. She was like,
I didn't want to say too much in case the lady's like listening and she's like, who the hell? You're like, what's this guy talking about? I don't know if
Nero.
I think she might have heard me say podcast, but that's all right.
Boy. Yeah, I didn't realise the dog as well. She tried to run through about 6 dogs, so aside. Christ.
God. But yeah, to try and get this on track, what we're talking about. So we're trying to so obviously we worked in the kennels together, and then we kind of obviously I started doing Project Pet, and then we didn't work together for a little while. And then as Project Pet was growing, well, I took a obviously Lex has been working for me, and now you're a sort of full-time / part-time dog walker. Like it's full-time, like 5 days a week, but it's not the sort of 9 to 5 hours. It's 9 to 3, really, isn't it? Or 10 to 3,
just
roughly.
depends, doesn't it? What how many dogs you have a day.
Yeah. And with I mean, I think we've been quite lucky with what's going on this year with COVID and everything. A lot of dog walkers have kind of been screwed over.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking this the other morning. Actually, I was looking at a couple of dog walkers, and I only had like 1 or 2, and then I looked at our pack, and I thought, oh, we are being quite lucky to still be able to see the amount of dogs we've got.
Yeah, and it's slower, but it's also like I feel like it's picking up at the same time. It like the weeks differ. I think it differs with what's on the news. It's strange. It's strange times at the moment.
So,
there's lots of get lots of leads come through. People looking for dog walkers, and then you might get 1 week where not as many come through. But and that's what I'm saying. I think it does differ with like what Mr. Boris is chatting about on his podium.
So,
but no, it's true.
Yeah.
But no, I think what we'll do. How long have we been doing this podcast
quite
for?
a long time, I think.
Oh, we've had an email. I think we'll leave this episode. This one, it's nearly 20 minutes. And I think it's a good little introduction. I hope anyone that's listening, there's not really been a storyline to this. It's sort of just us chatting about stuff. And I think that's what I think people enjoy. They're just hearing what what we've got to say. And I think we'll have some topics for other episodes. I want to get people to know you a little bit more, know Alexis a bit more. I want to talk about climate change and hear your view on it, because I've not really spoken to you guys about climate change as much as like how I maybe could have done. So it'd be good to ask you that actually, because I don't even know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bad topic for me because I don't know. I don't really see or read much.
Yeah, I mean, you only get what kind of I guess I'm putting out there, and obviously you're driving the electric vehicle, which is a new experience, isn't it, for you? Anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. And we'll see you in the next episode. And I need to go and get a ride.
All right then.